now start. Get ready day, set a bong start. Me three on the way, we lining up, ready to charge ahead. Forward is not enough, I want you to jump up. Trample the ground now, we heading to downtown. Get all on the railing, so much woman are trailing. Follow the big song, get ready to mash down. All in the stadium, the whole of the kingdom come down. Time to show me your waves, time to get out of line. You're born and ready for pace. Come and wind in the roadway, all in front of the gateway, all in front of the people business place. This is the kingdom. Wine and free it up, wine and free it up, free it up, wine and free it up, wine and free it up. Every creed and age, free it up, wine and free it up. Every road is a stage, free it up, wine and free it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wine and free it up, wine and free it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wine and free it up, wine and free it up. Why, yeah, yeah, yo. Free it up, yeah, 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 yeah. Free it up, why, yeah, 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 yo. Free it up, yeah, 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 yeah. Wine and free it up, free it up. I want you to throw your waist, I want you to throw your waist. Give me that attitude. Now it's a whining mood. Don't give me no grumpy face. Somebody go take your place. Better don't play the fool. They're rushing it down like food. You're waiting a long time. Enough of the standby. Head up to the front line. Get ready for more wine. If you're fed up of frustration, get to the formation. Now it's a celebration. Cause the kingdom come down. Time to show me your waves. Time to get out of line. You're born and ready for pace. Come and wind in the roadway. All in front of the gateway. All in front of the people business. This is the kingdom. Wine and free it up.
Hey guys, welcome back to Camille's Corner. Okay y'all, so Carnival 2019 is over and I promised to share some scenes from it with y'all, but I wanted to showcase all of what Carnival is about and not just the 2 days that people are most familiar with. Because Carnival in Trinidad has a lot of cultural and historical background. It's not just a big party. Okay, so Carnival Monday and Tuesday are just the climax, but Carnival is a whole season that starts just after Christmas, basically. So I'm gonna try my best to give a rundown on everything, ending of course with the Carnival Tuesday parade of the bands that people come from all over the world to participate in. Even some of your favorite celebrities have been in the mix over the years. Check it out.
'Cause when we roll, we don't roll alone. So anywhere that we go, you feel no. I'm moving every with me, family, with me, family, when we come to we mash up fat, turn up dance, we like a hammer. 'Cause everybody jump it up together, jump it up together, together, mash it up together, mash it up together, together, wave it up together, wave it up together, together, jump it up together. Hey, we don't see skin, we don't see color, we see strength, we see power, we don't see race. One or the other.
So let me just start with a disclaimer that I'm not good at editing, so this video isn't going to be spectacular, okay? I'm trying my best, y'all. Anyway, so come along for the carnival ride, and I hope you guys learn about our culture and enjoy this video. So when people think about Trinidad Carnival, this is what they think about most times. The colorful costumes, the music and revelry, the women, of course, and half-naked bodies and lewd dancing and that sort of thing. Yup, that's Carnival to most people. But Carnival is a lot more, so let's rewind to before all of this commerce takes place. So Carnival as we know it today, it's just an open celebration. Anyone from anywhere can come and participate. There are no restrictions on race, class, nationality, nothing. But it didn't always used to be that way. So according to the historians, Trinidad Carnival dates back to the 18th century when slavery was still a thing in Trinidad, and Carnival was exclusive to the white upper class and slave owners. So for lack of a better word, it was a bougie celebration for white people, y'all. Needless to say, African slaves were not allowed to participate unless they were performing for the entertainment of the white elites. Carnival was basically grounded in racism and oppression. And the whites would dress up as black men and women and mock African people, similar to what Americans would call blackface. But this video is not meant to be a history lesson, and I don't want to bore you all with all the details, so I'm going to be brief with this part. But basically, when Trinidad gained emancipation in 1838 and the slaves were freed, it was like the former slaves wanted to celebrate their newfound freedom, and they did that by reenacting Carnival in their own way. It was no longer a festival strictly for white people. The slaves took it and they made it their own, and that's how Canboulay came about. Needless to say, the whites weren't too pleased about this and they tried to crack down on it, and the British government actually implemented laws to basically try to cripple the celebration. Laws like outlawing public dancing, and they banned African instruments and that sort of thing. But the freed slaves resisted those attempts, and that led to what is called the Canboulay riots, where the freed slaves clashed with the police and a number of people were actually killed. Eventually, Canboulay was cancelled, but the Canboulay riots are reenacted every year on Carnival Friday. That's Canboulay, and that takes place on Carnival Friday, which starts off a weekend full of carnival activities leading up to the parade on Carnival Tuesday. One of the major activities is the International Soca Monarch competition on Carnival Friday night. So in Trinidad, our music is called soca, and you'll hear a lot of soca music throughout this video. Soca Monarch is basically a competition where soca artists perform on stage in front of a massive crowd, and they're judged on their performance and their ability to move the crowd and other criteria. And the winner walks away with $1 million. Y'all, this competition ain't no joke. $1 million is a lot of money. But Soca Monarch, although it is a competition, it's like a huge party at the same time. Anyway, there's several rounds of the competition to determine which artists are going to be in the finals, and on Carnival Friday they just let it all out on stage. The competition is open to anybody from around the world. Anybody can enter, and once they make it to the finals, they have a chance at winning $1 million. The guy who won this year isn't even Trinidadian. He's from Grenada, and in previous years we've had people from the US participating. So the winning song this year is called Mr. Rum, and it was sung by Grenadian artist Mr. Killer. So he's singing, pick up something and start to run with it. And people took the lyrics in this song literally, y'all. People have been picking up things and running with it every time this song comes on. It's become somewhat of a craze that even the police had to issue a warning to people to stop picking up random things and running with it. Y'all, check this out.
The song, has the lyrics in it, pick up something. And based on that, when that song is being played, we understand that persons go into what you call a frenzy. So what we're asking party goers, in your enthusiasm, the song is a nice song and persons are very charged of what that song is playing. We're asking persons to please be mindful and do not violate the rights of others. We had reports such as there was a vendor, corn soup vendor, and they pick up his corn soup apparatus and they left with it, and it was not returned. Now, if that was not returned, that means that that person's property was taken away permanently, which is one of the ingredients for larceny, which constitutes an offense. We also had instances where persons were lying with their significant other, and a group of persons came and pick up a female and carry her away.
Y'all Trinidadians have no behavior. Just check out some of the things people have been doing when this song comes on. And yes, somebody is actually dancing with a toilet bowl.
I had some stress, so I take some shots. But the amount I take really touch the spot. I heard a voice talking in my head. He said, go to the vet, you can't go to your bed. So I said, who is talking and where you from? The voice tell me, my name is Mr. Rum. You hear the iron? That means it's start. Don't let nobody style you. Mash it up flat, tell me pick up something. Anything, Rum tell me to grab something. Anything, I just want to pick up something. Anything, watch how I go grab something. Anything, Rum tell me to run with it. Run with it. Run with it. Pick up something, start to run with it. Run with it. Run with it. Just run with it. Pick up something, start to run with it. Boy, yo, boy, yo, yo, yo. Party wash up, boy, yo, boy, yo, yo, yo. Party wash, boy, yo, boy, yo, yo. Party wash up, boy, yo, boy, yo, yo. Move, excuse me, let me pass. You don't want to have fun? Then move your ass. You do like soca, then what you doing here? You don't know when Jab drink rum? We do not care. Cause the life at the party is in our hands. But the rum say don't worry, cause I am Superman. And you see all my haters, normally I duck you. But when I drink my rum now, I want to tell you. He tell me pick up something, anything. Rum tell me to grab something, anything. I just want to pick up something, anything. Watch how I go grab something, anything. Rum tell me to run with it. Run with it. Run with it. Pick up something, start to run with it. Run with it. Run with it. Just run with it. Pick up something, start to run with it.
Y'all, I honestly think that's been my favorite part of Carnival 2019. This song and all the reactions to it. Trinidadians have been doing the most. So yeah, this song fully deserved that $1 million that it won. So all of that takes place on Carnival Friday, in addition to various fetes and parties and stuff. Fetes and parties happen all throughout the 2 months leading up to Carnival, so that's why I said Carnival season really begins right after Christmas. There's calypso and steel pan competitions, all sorts of cultural activities during those couple of months. But on Carnival Saturday, the children get their time to party too. Carnival Saturday is the junior parade of the bands, where children dress up in their costumes and dance across a stage. Prizes are awarded in various categories, but naturally this is good, clean fun, y'all. There's no lewd dancing, no wildness, because this event is for children. My friend Dylan was there and he captured some photos of the event, so check it out.
Come make them wine, we come make them free up. It's the place of Bacchanal, in this sweet botanical, this carnival. I want you to find your way. Everybody on stage, oh God, oh. If you're coming down from the mountain, oh God, oh. When the rhythm beats in town, see me jumping on the savannah grass, the savannah grass. You could see it already past place, oh God.
So also taking place on Carnival Saturday is the Panorama Finals. Y'all know the steel pan is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, so where would Carnival be without steel pan music? So Panorama is another competition where pan players or steel bands compete for prizes. And the winner this year was the BP Renegades playing Hookin' Me from Farmer Nappy. I'll put a small clip for y'all to check out a little bit of their performance. That brings us to Dimanche Gras. So Dimanche Gras is French for Great Sunday, and this event takes place on Carnival Sunday, as you can imagine. Traditionally, this event would showcase elaborate costumes, and the king and queen of Carnival would be crowned, as well as the Calypso monarch. But they've changed things up a bit this year, and Dimanche Gras has become more like a theatrical concert with performances from various local artists and stuff. I think they changed the format of it to appeal to a younger audience or something. And now we're at Carnival Monday. This is where the Bacchanal starts, y'all. Carnival has officially begun. The actual Carnival as the world knows it. It's like a huge street party that begins like around 4 a.m. on Carnival Monday. And you don't have to dress up for this event because the object is to get dirty. There's mud, paint, oil. Some people use chocolate, anything. You just have to get dirty. I've never been to Juve before, but I made myself go this year because I wanted to add some clips in this video to show you all. So I actually had my very first Juve experience this year. Okay, y'all, so it's 5:30 a.m. and I am on my way to Trinidad Juve celebrations for the first time in my life. So as you can see, it's pretty dark out still, and people have been partying for like a couple of hours already, so I'm late. As you can see, we've had to take a back road because all the main roads into the city is pretty much blocked off right now. So I'm on my way. Wish me luck. Y'all know that movie, The Purge, right? Where for 24 hours, everything is legal and you can do whatever you want? That's like Trinidad Carnival in a nutshell. For 48 hours, you can do whatever the hell you want in the streets. Well, not any actual crimes, but people climb on utility poles, they dance on police officers, they climb fences, statues, anything goes, y'all.
Don't worry, cause I am super. I just see all my haters. Normally I don't care. We are drink with rum now. I want to kill you. I tell you pick up something. Anything. Come tell me to grab something. Anything.
All job. Walk out. Hear me now. Crazy people. Ha. March out. Let's go. Real job. Tell them. Walk out. Up. 2, 3, 4. So when I jab on me tombstone. Man, when I dead, put jab on me tombstone. What, man? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein. Jab we going insane. Cause me mother was a jab woman, and she pick up a jab man. He give her some jab flex. 9 months later, well I was born. Right night in a job hospital. I was Christmas job priest. I went to a job college. That's why I did like this. So when I dead, put job on me tombstone. Man, when I dead, put job on me tombstone. What man? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Job we going insane. As the kind of chain make the jab blood. The kind of fast make the jab mad. So do run. When jab touch a road. Jab never ever beg for a woman. Cause jab will take that lad. So bring a come. To make jab rich in your home. Jab don't wash him. Jab don't look for fame. When the jab totally street. Black as that we can change. Jab don't beg no friend. Jab never pretend. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. So when I dead, put jab on me tombstone. Man, when I dead, put jab on me tombstone. What man? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Job we going insane. The chant now sign job name up there. Sign job name, sign a man, sign job name up there. Man they touch job finger with a golden pen, a golden pen, a golden. Man they touch job finger with a golden pen. Sign job name up there. So when I dead, put job on me tombstone. Man when I dead, put job on me tombstone. What man? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Job we going insane. When I dead, put job on me tombstone. Man when I dead, put job on me tombstone. What man? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Black blood in me vein. Job we going insane.
Have to make sure everybody's safe. Girls winding up, keep up the pace. A lot of drinks and we don't want it go to waste. Pretty colors in the air, but I got oil on my face. We got oil on we face and we come to wreck the place. Screaming out, one lamp like Bambali. And in the air we number say, because they're winding up the side so dumb. Mentally ill, feel free to take a pic. Trolley with number plates. This job no counterfeit in the master. Surely come to it. Last night I drink the rum and I'm falling down, but I know this morning I'm waking up. I'm waking up, I'm telling you. I drink the rum last night and I'm falling down. Now I'm thanking God for waking me up. I'm waking up.
And if you have somebody, over there, if I'm the friend them over there, over there, if I the girl them over there, over there, if you have job over there, tell me over there. Come to Mars, man, a top striker. Mars, tell you that we all over. Mars, tell you.
Okay, y'all, so now it's a little after 8 a.m. and I have played Juve for a little over 2 hours. Y'all can see the sun is up now and I'm heading home. So that was Juve for me, my first time, my first experience. This is it, y'all. The moment we've all been waiting for, the climax of Trinidad Carnival. This is the mass that you get all dolled up for. The Carnival Tuesday Parade of the Bands. But first, I have to explain what whining is. Okay, whining is a Caribbean style of dancing similar to twerking. It involves moving your hips and ass in a circular motion I don't know how best to explain this, but you usually do this on another person, okay? So, see Exhibit A. So, I do realize that this might seem vulgar and inappropriate to some people because it's like simulating sex in public, but no actual sex is taking place. And as weird as this might sound, this is one of the times that you will see true unity and togetherness among Trini people, because people whine on anybody. You don't even have to know them. Like, these two people were probably strangers who never saw each other before, and they would probably never see each other again. But they were brought together for just a few seconds to have some fun. And this is a part of our culture. It might be different, it might be unusual, or even controversial, but it is the culture of a country, and I think people should be more open-minded. Anyway, as I was talking about whining on strangers, y'all, if you're out on the road for Carnival, you're fair game to be whined on. It's your choice whether to whine back or not. And, well, I was out trying to get footage on Carnival Tuesday, and this happened. A man walked right up to me while I was trying to film, and he just started whining on me. Nobody is safe, y'all. Check it out. Y'all, I was not in the mood, but clearly this girl was. But you know what? I forgot to mention the safety measures that are put in place before all of this happens. Because I told you all, Carnival gets wild. People climb on fences and shit. They get into business places and make a mess. So businesses take precautions and they put up gates and fences to keep people out. And even the police said a prayer before the start of Carnival Tuesday because even they know they got their work cut out for them. And you know what? Somebody in my comments asked me about the safety of Carnival. So let me be honest here. There are incidents every year. People get robbed. Sometimes fights break out. A couple years ago, a Japanese tourist named Asami Nagakiya was murdered during the celebrations. That was an isolated incident. Nothing like that had ever happened before. And since then, the police have been keeping a really high presence during Carnival activities. So everywhere you go during Carnival, you will see a lot of police. There were no major incidents this year, and considering that Trinidad has a high crime rate throughout the year, Carnival is probably the safest time and place to be because there's so many police officers out patrolling the streets. And I also should mention that Carnival Tuesday is not all about half-naked bodies and whining. There are options for people who want to play mass but they don't want to wear the revealing costumes, as well as bands for older people who can't keep up with the young crowd. And there are bands that showcase traditional characters like Midnight Robber, Blue and Red Devils, Minstrels, Fancy Sailors, Indians, Moko Jumbies, and the list goes on. So there is something for everyone in Carnival. But the highlight is the pretty mass. So I'm gonna stop talking now and show you all a little bit of the parade.
Oh baby boy, give me more. You got me begging for more. Patrice again.
hot, hot girl. Just might be too hot for you. If you could handle the hotness, all this might be just for you. Come a little closer to me. I want to see what you can do before you try to manage me. I really need you to know I like it hot. I like it hot, baby. I like it hot. I want it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot.
So I know it's probably really hard to see the individual costumes in all that crowd. So I'm gonna show y'all some of my favorite costumes this year.
Iron Man, oh he's sweeter than when he licked the pan. Jamayan, woman has leave the man. Iron Man, oh he's sweeter than honey lick the pan. Jamayan, woman has leave the man. I bring it, 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 bring the iron love. I bring it, 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 bring the iron. Hold it, hold it. Make some noise, jump around and make some noise. Hold it, hold it. Make some noise, jump around and make some noise.
So the costumes are gorgeous, but if you ever want to visit Trinidad for Carnival, start saving up because this shit is expensive. There are smaller, cheaper bands, but the costumes in some of the more popular bands can run you over 6,000 TT dollars. But it's an all-inclusive experience with food and drinks and everything on the day itself. I wanted to add some footage of our local street food and foods that are popular around Carnival time, but this video is starting to be longer than I really intended it to be. So all I got was video of my Carnival Tuesday lunch of pilau, which is rice, peas, chicken, and vegetables all cooked up together with coleslaw and mother-in-law on the side. Listen, y'all, if you don't know what mother-in-law is, you probably couldn't handle it anyway. It's basically cucumber, tomatoes, and other stuff with large amounts of pepper. And in Trinidad, y'all, we have one of the hottest peppers in the world. So you can imagine what this thing tastes like. Anyway, that's another video for another day. So you would think that the party is over after all of this, right? Wrong! There's something called the last lap, where on Carnival Tuesday night, there are a lot of parties promoted as the last chance to party before people have to go back to work on Wednesday. I don't have any footage from this because I didn't go to any. I had to wake up early for work on Wednesday, so I couldn't be out partying on Tuesday night. Also, a lot of people call in sick on Wednesday to go to the Ash Wednesday cool down, which is basically another big party on the beach. I don't have any footage of this either because I had to go to work. As much as I would have liked to add some clips from that in this video, I also don't want to get fired, okay? So sorry, y'all. So after Mass, it's Mass, and I mean Ash Wednesday Mass. The last thing that closes off Carnival is the Ash Wednesday Mass that starts off the season of Lent. It's ironic that a huge party like Carnival takes place 2 days before Christians start celebrating Lent, but in a way it fits. You go dance and party on Monday and Tuesday, and you go to church on Wednesday and cleanse yourself from all of that revelry. People go get ashes on their forehead and they pray and fast for the next 40 days before Easter. And that is officially the end of the Carnival season. So I took this photo of people at Ash Wednesday Mass today. So Carnival is over for now until next year. I really enjoyed sharing a little bit of it with you all, and I hope you guys put it on your bucket list to visit. So bye guys, and thanks for watching.
Iron Man, oh he's sweeter than when he licked the pan. Jamayan, woman has leave the man. Iron Man, oh he's sweeter